It is going live. This hangout is on the air. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another session of Daily Magic with Laura and Len. I hope you're having a magical day. And with our usual advanced planning capability, Laura and I haven't decided who's on first today. Who's on first today?
How about we do we'll do half and half. I'll do the first half.
All right. Hello, Richard. Rick, good morning.
Oh, good morning, honey. Glad you could make it.
The incredible boxing Rick. He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. He's in.
Yeah, you might just have wondered if we were beginning yet. Maybe that's what it was. So today is people who made a difference. And I want to start with the quote that was on page 117 if you're following us with the book. We're on day 12 now. And here's the quote. I'm going to read it. At times, our light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. That was by a medical missionary and philosopher, and he was a Nobel Peace Prize winner, Albert Schweitzer. And what I thought about when I first read that was, I thought about how there are some times that a person can make a difference in our life, whether it's something that you learn in a classroom, an older teacher, a grandparent, a friend, somebody in the family. And it reminds me that sometimes they do teach us, and we don't really realize how important that is until later in life that happens. And so today I thought of Mrs. Gilmore. And Mrs. Gilmore for me was a teacher that was very strict. She didn't seem too kind, and she actually made me take my algebra class over again, and I was not happy. But, and this was in middle school. When I got to college, I jumped right in, and some of the other people were wondering, how are you getting this? And I said, you know what? It was Mrs. Gilmore, because she didn't give up on me. And she taught me I was really struggling with it, and what she taught me was to don't give up, just continue with it, it'll come. And although it was many years later, I just really thought, I'm thankful for her because she taught me and it just stayed with me. So anyway, thank you, Mrs. Gilmore.
Yeah, that's a huge story. And I was thinking, I think this is a really incredibly good chapter too, an exercise, because I've never stopped to really think back through my life and think and ask the question, who are the really important people? Who are the people that, if you reflect back, really made a difference in your life? And, and I can think of, I don't know how many I've thought of. It's not a huge number, but probably more than 3. But there was my grandmother, of course. When I say of course, it's because that's of course to me. But my grandmother made a huge difference in my life. I lived with her most of the time growing up. There was a teacher in high school, biology teacher, that made a huge difference. And then moving forward in life, the guy I bought the flight school from, California Flight Academy, Greg Webster, made a huge difference in my life just by working with me to let me purchase the school and become the owner of California Flight Academy, which was an amazing experience. And there are several other people I can reflect back on, but they were important people, and they made a difference. They certainly changed the direction that my life was going in. Mm-hmm. And who knows where I would have gone if it wasn't for them. There's also a couple of teachers that I can reflect back on that changed the direction of my life, and it might not have been for the best. So I'm not so sure I'm thankful for all of them. But nevertheless, I think this is a really powerful exercise. Magical people who make a difference.
Yep.
So today's exercise is to start off, as we always do in the morning, by counting your blessings, making a list of 10 blessings and why you're grateful for them. And my list got longer than 10 today, and I could have still kept going. And then to find a quiet place alone sometime during the day and make a list of the 3 people who made a difference in your life. And work through that list, one person at a time, and talk out loud to the person and tell them the reason why you're grateful for them and exactly how they affected the course of your life. And the chapter suggests that you do all 3, that we do all 3 all at once, that we not split it up, not do one in the morning or one in the afternoon, because there's an enormous power to bringing all 3 together and grouping them and having a single powerful gratitude session with 3 of the most important people in your life. So I think that's a really clever, really great idea. And then, of course, don't forget your magic rock. I went to bed with my magic rock last night. I threw mine in the box, so it's going to go, the box of miscellaneous stuff that's going in the van with me. So it's ready to go. It'll be coming to Phoenix if Toby doesn't take it out of the van and carry it around and lay it down somewhere.
Well, you can always get another one at the Great Green Event, the Big Green Event.
I thought about that. What would I do if I lost my magic rock? And there's an interesting psychological tie between me and this little rock right now. Mm-hmm. It's like it contains. It's like every night we've held it and we fondled it and we thought about what was really important that day, and so all of that is in that rock. Now that may seem really ridiculous, but it seems to me that the rock now has a magic all of its own. And I seriously mean that.
Yeah, there's a lot of meaning in it, and it's not going to be lost. It's going to be there, and you'll be able to use it, and everything will be just fine.
That's true. So that's all I have for today. A short little session.
Okay.
Tomorrow is, what's tomorrow? Make all your wishes come true. That sounds fun. Make all your wishes come true. Imagination is the true magic carpet. Okay, Norman Vincent Peale. Wow. He's the author of, what's the name of his really famous book? Come on, man. I'll remember it by tomorrow.
I was like, I don't know.
Well, all right. Hey, now, Norman Vincent Peale he's really, really famous for positive thinking. The Power of Positive Thinking is the book that he's really famous for.
So mindset. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all we have for today. Do you have anything else to add, Laura?
I don't. Just thanks everybody, and we're grateful that you're here, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
All righty. I'm going to stop the broadcast.
Okay.
Bye for now.